Governor Larry Rhoden announced a public safety initiative to protect South Dakotans.
He is ordering multiple state agencies to work with city and county law enforcement to crack down on crime in Sioux Falls.
America, while other states are crying about Trump's immigration enforcement, South Dakota just launched something called Operation Prairie Thunder, the most comprehensive state-level support for ICE operations ever seen. They're sending 15 state troopers monthly, activating National Guard helicopters, and assigning soldiers to help ICE with deportation paperwork. But here's the kicker. They've already flagged 10 undocumented immigrants for deportation, and ICE has made 262 arrests with only 7 federal officers. This is what happens when a state actually wants to enforce immigration law.
Governor Larry Rhoden announced what he calls a targeted anti-crime initiative to go after illegal drugs, investigate gang activity, hold parole absconders accountable, and stop dangerous street racing.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. South Dakota is showing every other state how to actually support federal immigration enforcement instead of obstructing it like these blue sanctuary cities. Let me break down what Operation Prairie Thunder actually involved. This isn't just symbolic support. This is real, coordinated law enforcement action. Governor Larry Rhoden is sending 10 to 15 extra state troopers to Sioux Falls twice per month for saturated patrols targeting drugs, gang activity, parole violators, and dangerous street racing.
The primary effort will be saturation patrols starting next month. Twice a month, the state will send 10 to 15 extra troopers to Sioux Falls.
But here's where it gets really impressive. They're taking to the skies. Rhoden authorized the use of state airplanes and National Guard Lakota helicopters for drug interdiction and traffic enforcement. When was the last time you saw a state commit this level of resources to support federal law enforcement?
The operation will also take to the skies with Lakota helicopters and a highway patrol airplane aiding in drug interdiction and traffic enforcement.
And in what News Nation calls a rare move, 6 National Guard soldiers have been activated to assist ICE directly with processing and administrative work tied to deportations. Think about this. South Dakota is using their National Guard to help ICE deport people faster.
Also in a rare move, 6 National Guard soldiers have been activated to assist ICE directly with processing and administrative work tied directly to deportation.
And here's what makes South Dakota's approach so smart. They just signed a 287G agreement with ICE, which gives local law enforcement immigration enforcement powers. Governor Rhoden explained it perfectly. ICE asked for help in this area, and South Dakota is stepping up and stepping in to meet this need.
ICE has asked for help in this area, and South Dakota is stepping up and stepping in to meet this need. Our soldiers will use their expertise to learn these processes and help keep those 2 officers running efficiently so deportations can happen quicker.
The goal is brilliant, in my opinion. By handling the paperwork and administrative tasks, ICE can spend more time on the streets making arrests instead of being stuck behind the desk. South Dakota isn't alone on this. According to News Nation, we're seeing a growing trend in 287G agreements in Republican states like Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Arkansas, and Louisiana. These interior states are stepping up beyond just the southern border. And here's what's amazing. This operation is already producing results even before it fully launches. South Dakota has flagged at least 10 undocumented inmates for possible transfer to ICE, mostly nonviolent offenders near the end of their sentences.
So far, the state has flagged at least 10 undocumented inmates for possible parole to ICE.
And get this, ICE has made 262 arrests in South Dakota with only 7 federal officers. Think about the efficiency here. With South Dakota's support, imagine how many more arrests they'll be able to make.
The ICE, meanwhile, has made at least 262 arrests in South Dakota with only 7 federal officers.
The Sioux Falls area has already seen an increase in immigration-related arrests. Federal court cases show Homeland Security agents arresting people after running license plates and fingerprints, discovering they were in the country illegally with previous deportation convictions.
Here are details from 3 recent federal court cases. In the first, a special agent with Homeland Security investigations arrested a Honduran man in Sioux Falls after running his license plate and discovering he was in the country illegally. A special agent in Rapid City arrested a man originally from Mexico after running his fingerprints and confirming he too was in the country illegally. Both men had been convicted of illegal re-entry after deportation. In a third case, an ICE agent arrested a man originally from Guatemala in Sioux Falls. In addition to an illegal re-entry after deportation conviction, he also has a criminal record in South Dakota, including multiple DUI convictions.
What South Dakota is doing represents a fundamental shift on how states can support federal immigration enforcement. Governor Rhoden made it clear this is a pilot project that could be replicated.
My vision is this type of coordinated effort will be a model that can be replicated in other communities to help keep all of South Dakota safe.
If this proves successful, which I think it will, Rapid City and other cities could use this similar program. This isn't just about Sioux Falls. This is about creating a statewide model for immigration enforcement cooperation.
If the plan proves successful, Rapid City and other cities could see similar programs in the future.
The operation has multiple components beyond immigration. It's targeting illegal drugs, gang activity, parole, and dangerous street racing. This is comprehensive public safety, not just immigration enforcement.
The second is what the governor calls a targeted anti-crime initiative to go after illegal drugs, investigate gang activity, hold parole absconders accountable, and stop dangerous street racing.
Of course, the usual suspects are complaining. An immigration attorney says ICE is now picking up anyone with a criminal background instead of just prioritizing serious crimes. But that's exactly what we voted for. Enforcement of all immigration laws, not selective enforcement based on liberal priorities.
Evidence is showing us anyone with a criminal background, whether it's a conviction, whether they've done their time, if you will, whether they even haven't had a day in court yet, if that's on their record. We're seeing ICE kind of picking up anyone with a criminal history.
These activists are trying to scare immigrant communities. But here's the reality. If you're here legally, you have nothing to worry about. If you're here illegally, you should be concerned because the law is finally being enforced. The immigrant advocacy groups are providing know your rights information, which is fine, but they're also encouraging people to resist law enforcement. That's where they cross the line from legal advocacy to obstruction of justice. The mayor of Sioux Falls supports this operation, noting that while the city is at a 5-year low for violent and property crimes per capita, they're adding more people and need proactive measures.
We're actually proud that right now we are at a 5-year low for violent crimes and property crimes per capita, but we are adding more people. So that does mean we do have more violent crime.
America, South Dakota is showing the rest of the country what real cooperation with federal immigration enforcement looks like. While blue states are creating sanctuary policies and obstructing ICE, South Dakota is providing helicopters, soldiers, and state troopers to help get the job done. Operation Prairie Thunder isn't just about immigration, it's about comprehensive public safety. They're going after drugs, gangs, parole violators, and dangerous drivers while helping ICE remove people who shouldn't be here. The results speak for themselves. 262 ICE arrests with only 7 federal officers, 10 inmates already flagged for deportation, and a comprehensive support system that frees up ICE agents to focus on enforcement instead of paperwork. This is what happens when you have leadership that actually wants to enforce the law. Governor Rhoden and South Dakota are proving that states can be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. If this pilot program succeeds, we could see similar operations across red states nationwide. That's how you create real change. One state at a time, one arrest at a time, one deportation at a time. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.